All right, what is going on, my dudes? So, if you didn't know, Ghost Rider is going to be available in those monthly Cavalier crystals starting this month. Those Marauder crystals, the yellow ones that you get from the login calendar, right? So every 7 days or every 6 days, whatever it is, you can open one of those Cav crystals and maybe you can find yourself with a 6-star Ghost Rider or Hyperion or Iceman. Those are the 3 big ticket champs, in those crystals this month, in my opinion, at least. Now, this is the first appearance ever of 6-star Ghost Rider in the game. That's really exciting, especially for me. If you don't know, I'm a huge fan of Ghost Rider. I have an enormous soft spot for this champion. He was my first ever 5-star. He was my second ever 4-star. I used him for literally Act 1 through Act 6. I used this guy so much. So he carried me all through Acts 1 through 4 as the 4-star. Then, I got the 5-star whenever I got him. And I used him for pretty much all of Act 5. I did Act 5 with 4-star Starkey, Blade, and 5-star Ghost Rider. And my Ghost Rider was a 5-star, rank 4. So I used him for a ton of it. And then I used him for a bit of Act 6.1, and at that point he started getting phased out of my roster. But, still, man, he'll always have that soft spot in my heart. I got that 4-star Ghost Rider from a premium hero crystal very early on, so that carried me through a lot. And then I duped him right after too. So before I even had 5 4-stars, I had a duped Ghost Rider, so I use this guy a ton. So I've always liked this guy so much. I have him at rank 5 Sig 200, and I don't use him ever really, but it's just super nice to have him. If I got a 6-star Ghost Rider, I would consider ranking him up. But today, even if his performance is bad in this video, just for nostalgia reasons, man, because who cares? Who even freaking cares? It's a game, you have to have fun. So today though, we're going to be taking him up. We're going to be putting a gem into him, taking a Sig 200, seeing how he performs at 6-star rank 3, seeing if it makes any sense for Kabam to have held him back for so freaking long. So long they held this guy back as a 6-star. We finally have Starkey as a 6-star. Now we have Ghost Rider as a 6-star. Blade soon, maybe, hopefully, who knows, right? We have 2 out of 3 of the Holy Trinity now. Now, there are a couple different synergy teams you can do for this guy. This guy is such a good synergy partner for so many champions, but I'm going to go put a team together. We did a rank 5 Ghost Rider video a few months ago, and I was pretty happy with that team, but let's go take a look now. So this is really what I do believe to be the best Ghost Rider team. You get a lot for Ghost Rider here. What you get essentially is, this is the most important one to me with Blade. Plus 50% chance to place a judgment. Over here, you have plus 100% fury duration. That's really important. Over here, this is a really good one too. Plus 40% bleed, fate seal, and damnation. That's really good duration there. And this one's nice to have with Darkhawk. Plus 30% power rate against villains and 10% critical rating against heroes. Also, Darkhawk and Night Thrasher together are a really good team. However, those last 2 synergies are really good. But what I think we're going to do for this video instead is we're actually going to bring in the Restoration Kit synergy, because what I really love about Ghost Rider is his lifesteal. And that kind of gets nerfed a little bit when you have the poison from the Suicide Masteries on. However, Ghost Rider is an incredibly suicide-friendly champion, and his damage isn't the best, so it makes a lot of sense to run him with the Suicide Masteries. So we're going to get the best of both worlds here. We're also going to get plus 10% attack from Nick Fury. So I feel like not having the 40% duration on the bleed and the damnation and fate seal isn't that big of a deal. I'd rather have better healing and also plus 10% attack. Right? Now, real quick, before we jump in today, I want to see what this Fury potency is at. I didn't even look. Plus 3,373. That's not bad. That could definitely be boosted up a little bit, right? So I feel like I still stand by the fact, I made my top 10 list for my buffs, right? Over the past, even a month ago, I made top 10 overhauls I want, top 10 moderates, top 10 value buffs. And I think I put Ghost Rider as number 1 for value, I believe. Because I still stand by it. I think he's designed wonderfully. It's just that his damage is a little bit low. He could definitely use a bit of a boost. But we're going to jump in today against Winter Soldier and see what the damage is like. Now, keep in mind, Ghost Rider is not a champion that's known for his damage, right? So just keep that in mind, okay, as we go along here. So if you don't know how Ghost Rider works, essentially he has like these judgments, okay? And he gets them in different ways. Light ending combo, you put a bleed. Special 1, you have a fate seal, okay? Now, on the medium ending combo, you have a Fury that's going to be extended quite a bit from the Cosmic Ghost Rider synergy, okay? Now, also, we get the life steal on the heavy attack, so we'll go ahead and activate that. Even though, let's take some damage here, just because, let's see, you know, the life steal is literally so good. Special 2 puts a power drain on them. And then the special 3 puts a damnation, which is a really, really, really powerful buff or debuff on the opponent. It pretty much makes them so they can't gain any power. And also, it heal blocks them, and you can't get any buffs as well. So the damnation is incredibly powerful. And if you do it with, what do you call it? The Night Thrasher synergy, well, it's 40% longer. Now we're going to go for this special 3 here. And you'll notice that this is going to reset the judgments as well. So that's pretty much how Ghost Rider works, is that you have I was just going through it in order to show you what they all do, right? And then it resets it, and now you can go for them all again. We'll go for the heavy attack here because against Winter Soldier, we're not going to be losing too much health, right? Or I actually have to wait for the damnation to fall off. Forgot about that, but that's okay. So I can just kind of combo freely here. Now, what can we do to maximize some potency? I think we'll go for the heavy... no, we'll go for the special 2 first. Just because we don't really care about power here. Controlling his power much. So let's drain his power a little bit. Little baby power drain. I'll go for a little baby regen. Little baby fate seal. Now, we'll go for a medium ending combo. Get the Fury. That's where all the damage comes from. This is a long Fury now, especially with the Cosmic Ghost Rider one. And put a nice bleed on that's going to be enhanced with the Fury. So now we get to special 3, and we can reset it. So the damage on the 6-star rank 3 is definitely a lot better than on the rank 5, man. Like, it's noticeably better. Like, I'm kind of just like messing around here, not going for like a full optimal damage rotation, and Winter Soldier is going down fine enough. But as you can see, what Ghost Rider is doing a really good job doing is just controlling the fight. So that's what Ghost Rider is really good for, just controlling the fight, man. Now, the only thing is he really does need the Blade synergy to have that optimal control. Otherwise, your buffs don't have that 100% chance to trigger, which is definitely something that is, you know, not really a good thing to happen when you're trying to control a fight, right? But yeah, so obviously not a top damage dealer in the entire game, but that's literally okay, man, because he just controls the fight. I know people are going to be like, oh my god, 150 hits, he sucks, Ghost Rider sucks. Sure, dude. That's fine. If you want to just look at the damage, then yeah, he sucks. His damage is not the best. But he controls fights really, really, really well. He has great buff control. He has decent power control. He can heal block as well. He has a lot of stuff going on. Let's jump into some real content now and see how he does as like a Mystic champ. If you want to see some damage from like a spooky skeleton guy, well, you can see it right here. All right? And I wasn't looking at the screen, but that's totally okay. So here's your damage. Let's just go for the special 1. Oh, he's Incinerate immune. Oh, darn. I always forget that. Well, you saw some good damage at the beginning. There's a nice 12k medium without hardly any buffs. Alright, so we're here in 6.3.3, going for the resistor lane here. Now, I have Mystic Dispersion at 3 out of 5, and this is really fun with Mystic Dispersion, of course, right? Because Resistor, they're going to be getting buffs every 5 seconds. Now, even less, actually, every 1 second, basically. Now, they are immune to bleed here, which kind of sucks, because he does have a decent bleed on the late ending combo, but that's alright. So here, I guess we'll go for the bleed judgment first. Now, we can go for the special 1 and get rid of all these buffs. Now, we're already at the special 2. Go for the power drain. Go for this now. So that made his ramp up quite a bit faster. Got a nice lifesteal now. That's going to keep us topped up very nicely. Go for this. And this should give us a lot of power back as well. Essentially, you can really probably just chain special 3s here, because this is going to get rid of all those buffs, and they won't be gaining any power, right? So essentially what you can do is, once the damnation runs out, do 2 combos, go for another one, and then you'll be right at the special 3. And you could probably do that even without Mystic Dispersion. But as you can see, he's controlling this fight very, very, very well. And yeah. So for fights that are made for like Mystic champions, he does really, really well. Of course, not the fastest. He's never going to be the fastest champion, but what he does really well, in my opinion. He's really good for Resistor, for Rage, and for nodes like that. All of those like OG like Mystic champion nodes, he's really good for. But yeah, I feel like if this guy gets like a little value buff, he can go to like, he has the makings of a top Mystic champion, in my opinion. Now, I think what we're going to do here is we're going to skip the special 2. Go right for the special 1 here. Beat out the special 2 from this guy. Go for one of those. And now we're going to go for this. After we parry, we're going to do here a special 3, put the damnation on, go right in for the fury, okay? That's going to be the goal here. Now we're going to have a very long fury that's going to last even through the next cycle, and this is really the best thing to do when you're looking for damage, especially. You know, when you have the Cosmic Ghost Rider synergy, it doesn't matter all that much, right? Because you're going to be having that fury on for the most part, regardless. Basically, once you get the 10 buffs on, right? Go like that. This is when I said you could just cycle the special 3s. This is basically what I was talking about. So this is what I used to love about Ghost Rider so much. He has a really quick special 3 animation, and he can control the fight very, very easily with it, as you can see. And we still have that first same Fury buff up from that first rotation, right? And once this shortened damnation runs out, watch. There you go. Nice and controlled, never in any danger. 100% finish, full yellow bar, right, for both fights. His lifesteal is incredible. Why don't we test out the lifesteal a little bit in the next fight? Let's get like really, really low health and see if we can get all the way up to 100% health, which I'm sure that we can against this Yondu. So we'll start the fight just by getting hit a little bit, get down to like maybe, I don't know, 20%. Yeah, he hits pretty hard here. Alright, we'll take one more combo to the face. Beautiful. And now we'll set it up as like our last judgment here. So we'll go like this. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Nice, actually. Okay. I'm going to go for the special 2 here. And we'll get it on the way up here. Why not? So 17% we're starting, or we started at 14% to be fair. Okay. We're all the way back up to 85%. And now, you know, that was a big, big special 2 on the block. But we went from 14% to 85% when we used the regen as the second to last judgment, okay? So now what we're going to do here is we're going to go for the special 3, reset it all, and then we're going to start pretty much the whole process over. And then we're going to go ahead and do it again and end the fight at 100% health. That's the goal. So first things first, we're going to go for the special 2 here. Okay. Now this. bleed. Now we'll go for the Fury. We're kind of running out of health on Yondu here. Right? We would have gotten up there. You get the point. The lifesteal is really, really, really good. So that's another thing I always loved about Ghost Rider. He's very, very sustainable. He could easily do this whole path. He can do so many paths, even if he's not like ideal for the path. That's one thing I love about Ghost Rider. There's not much that he couldn't do for me back in the day. He's also bleed immune and he's incinerate immune now. So yeah, also he looks really good with the blue border, I think too. I think it's long overdue this guy got added to the 6-star pool. Hopefully he's in the next 6-star featured and eventually in the 6-star basic pool, because just having him exclusive to like monthly Kaz, it seems silly to me, because he's nothing in this video is OP enough that, you know, similar to Iceman, like lots of fun playing with this guy, super cool, could use a really good value buff. He still has a lot going on, but nothing in this video is OP enough that's making me say, oh, good thing they kept him out of the pool for so long. Right, when we're adding like Kitty Pryde this month and Hercules last month or whenever it was, right? And you know, it's just, I don't know. But anyway, my dudes, it's gonna be it for this video. Super fun to make this one. I love this guy a lot. I'm really happy he's just a 6-star in general at this point. I'd love to get him. Who knows though? Probably won't. Very, very small chance in these Cavs to get one of these 6-stars. But that's going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed it, drop your boy a big ol' like. Comment what you think about 6-star Ghost Rider in the comment section below. And make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any other future videos just like this coming to you very, very soon. I'll be seeing you around.